another little update here. Maybe. I'm going to tweet this out again from my computer because my phone doesn't want me to tweet things out apparently. Alright. Maybe. Alright, let's tweet this out so that people can see it. Hi, whoever's in here. You guys are awesome. I am having so much fun. I'm starving though. Nick just went on a run for some Arby's. Because the closest Arby's to us is like forever away, and I actually enjoy Arby's. But it's like over an hour, or about an hour from our house. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, so I'm going to tweet this link out so that people can see. Let me set this back up so everybody can see what's going on here. So I figured we just chat for a couple minutes while I'm going to sit down, wait for Nick to come in, to come bring me some food. So this place is just insane. And by insane, I mean insanely awesome. Murph so far is awesome. It's huge and there's a great turnout. And there's a lot of really cool machines. Some of these printers are just awesome. And I'm gonna swing around. Some of you may not have seen my earlier stream. So this is what it looks like around me. So it's crazy huge, and there's a lot of awesome vendors here. Protopasta is here, Atomic Filaments is here. I have reviews on both of them coming up here soon. The Protopasta review that I'm doing immediately is going to be their matte HDPLA, so stay tuned for that. I wanted to film it before we left, however I didn't get a chance to actually bake the HDPLA in the oven to see how how baking it affected the sizing. So I'm going to do that when I get home, and then I will be posting that video soon. And then also Atomic Filaments sent me some filaments. And actually this is one of their filaments. I've got some keychains here that I have been making for this event. And I did some with theirs, some with Protopasta, some with Maker Geeks. I just basically picked whatever filaments I had and threw it through the Trinus and the Flash Forge to create as many of the 6-foot brick coins and the keychains as I possibly could, which turned out really good. So they're both here. It's nice to put faces to names here. I've had a lot of people who watch the channel stop by, which is exciting. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Is there anything you guys have heard that you have any questions about at this point? I would be happy to answer them if you can think of any. There's been a lot of questions on the coffee table. The biggest questions I've had are, why don't the gears turn? So I will answer that now for you guys if you guys were wondering. One of the biggest problems with having the gears turn was finding some sort of structure to be able to make the gears turn correctly and actually be able to hold the weight of the glass top. So right here where the gears connect together, I would have had to put something like a piece of acrylic down so that it would hold the tabletop up with the acrylic. And I was worried that the acrylic would not be able to hold the weight of the top. So that's why I didn't make them turnable. That being said, I have played with the idea of adding extra pieces right here, like screws into here, and adding extra gears on top that could actually turn after that. So total print time was 300 hours approximately on the table itself. About 40 hours so far in sanding and painting and epoxying, and I still have to finish this leg right here. And then the glass top will go on after that. Design hours, I think it was about 50 hours worth of design time. And so over 400 hours at this point total. Prusa's got a printer out. It's only doing a single color print. There are a bunch of multiple color prints there, but I don't think he's running the quad color system. At least I didn't see that he was. This is printed with PLA. It's a combination of Maker Geeks and Dustin's photobombing us back here. It's a combination of Maker Geeks PLA, Melt Ink PLA, and FlashForge PLA, and it's was printed on the FlashForge Creator Pro. So yeah, it's crazy and it's awesome. I'm super happy with the way that it's turned out so far. People are saying hi, Dustin. And I don't know if you can really see the finish on it. Maybe you can get a good look at it. There is still there's some painting that needs to be adjusted or touched up in between the gears where it was really difficult to get the paint to actually go in there correctly. So I will be needing to do some extra painting inside, which is going to be really difficult to do, but I'm going to figure out the best way to do it. I'm sorry, there's so many people using Wi-Fi here that the quality of the Wi-Fi probably is not the greatest. It is the public Wi-Fi here, and probably not great, so sorry. But yeah, so the coffee table is getting awesome reviews here. People are loving it. People are asking a lot of questions, which is great, and it's kind of nice to be able to answer them. So yeah. Yes, I use the FlashForge Creator Pro, if you guys didn't hear that. Some of the gears did require 2-piece prints. The bigger gears, this one and this one, printed in 2 pieces, as did this one and this one, printed also in 2 pieces. How many printers do I think is in this building? Hundreds. It's crazy. Just around me.
I have a good friend of mine, the one who just passed away.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 20 just around me. The thing that I've been most impressed with so far is somebody here does have a Duplicator 7, and the prints off of that thing are amazing. I need one in my life like tomorrow. It's crazy. There is one of Angus's torture cubes that is literally like this big. It's so tiny and it is perfect. What was the question? Somebody typed something and I can't see. Oh, there it is. Okay. Are you able to use kind of spray paint or airbrush on the gears? Yes, so I did 2 coats of filler primer from Rust-Oleum, and there is on top of that 4 coats of Krylon Espresso. On top of that, there are 2 coats of Rust-Oleum Oil Rub Bronze. So there's a total of 6 coats of spray paint on top of the filler primer, which turned out to have a really nice finish on it, but that's a lot of spray paint. So I'm hoping that it ends up curing as well as I want it to. Yes, the Part Daddy did finish one of the chairs. I don't know if it's finished. It must have finished the second one by now. I'll have to swing by there at some point and check it out a little bit later. The idea of the gears started, I'm trying to remember. So I was at a work event and there was the Uniguchi coffee table was at the work event, and I really, really want that coffee table. It's one of my favorite pieces that I've ever seen. but I couldn't afford it and it's too big. So I thought it'd be cool to do something different. Unfortunately, I tried to use actual gears from like tractors and stuff from going to an antique shop, and I couldn't find any gears that were the sizes I wanted. I think the idea of the gears came from having kind of a steampunk theme. We have a old style wall clock that you can see from both sides, like one of the train station clocks hanging on our wall, which kind of started everything off. We've got a lot of oil rub bronze pieces in the living room of our house, so I thought it'd be kind of cool to include something like that in coffee table form. But in fact, actually how I came up with the idea of gears, I have no idea, it just popped into my head, which is cool. That is awesome, a coffee or a mailbox made of actual very large gears. I thought about, like I said, I tried looking, and for whatever reason, the gears are really, really expensive. I went to a bunch of antique shops here and they are so expensive, which is unfortunate. I am glad to broadcast as much as I possibly can. I'm trying to do a couple of smaller videos here and there for you guys, and I have gone and taken some actual footage so that I can, in the near future, edit them and post those as well. It's been a little difficult to get away from the table. Nick has been manning the station as much as he can. If you have Twitter, he is now on Twitter. We've been trying to get my husband on Twitter for ages. He is van full of puppies, which was a joke that came up last night and it turned into his Twitter handle. So check him out, he's pretty funny. So he's been doing a good job manning the booth. Let's see. Did you consider doing gears again using polished bronze fill or something that could be polished out? Yes, I actually think it'd be really cool out of bronze fill because it's a lot heavier, and I think that doing the heavier gears would help with the stability of the table. I also think it'd be really awesome to do with the rustable iron from Protopasta. So I would love to do that. I have thought about redesigning parts of the table. If I do release it, I will be releasing it with like keys to help it go together because it was kind of a nightmare to put together. Let's see, I gotta answer some more questions here. I'm live streaming. You want to jump in?
I didn't know who you were talking to.
I'm just talking to myself.
Well, that happens a lot.
I got Jim over here. Say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Oh my goodness. Oh, and we got Juicy Moose over here too. So
Selfie with you to add to my collection.
it's a cool thing here. I'm seeing everybody. It's insane. So I'm trying to backtrack on your guys' comments.
Got to dinner with Joel and Daniel and all the boys last night. Did you see the picture?
Up there.
You see the picture I put up last night?
Yes, I'm excited to go to some more maker fairs as well. I'm trying to make it happen to go to Bay Area, but I don't know if it's going to happen. And yes, van full of puppies. Instead of full of puppies, though, it wouldn't fit, so it's fulla, F-U-L-L-A puppies. Because yes, why not?
Good time.
Yeah, it looked like a good time.
How long did the printing take? The printing for this took about 300 hours total. It is printed at a 0.15 millimeter layer height. So that is a lot of time. The biggest gear took 9 hours. The smallest one took 2. Have I talked Prusa into sending me a printer? I have not. I only very briefly met Prusa. He gave me a hug and said hi. And he's walking around here somewhere. I've seen him come in and out a couple times, but I haven't actually had a chance to have a conversation with him. I have talked to him via email a couple times though. Thank you for stopping by the live feed because you guys are awesome. Nick just got here with my food. He made an Arby's run because we're starving. So I think I'm going to sign off now and eat some food. And again, I will try to do another one of these a little bit later. I hope you guys are enjoying. They say hello.
Oh, hi.
This has been a lot of fun. I hope you guys are enjoying the updates. And I will see you guys again a little bit later.